Okay, just a minute. Yes, sorry, I forgot to record. Just a second. Please do remind me in the session. I got the version so that inshallah we'll be able to record it. Okay, dream notes and course books, and we have this. Okay, so we were here. Yes, on this page. Can everybody see?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sister.
And we'll have, okay. So with inna and ana. Now ana is an independent pronoun, so we cannot attach it. So we need its version, attached version. And that
Me,
is
me,
yes, ye or ni.
or me.
So we were told that when it's nasab, it usually comes as ni, and when it's jar, that's when we say ye. But it's not a set rule, because we have in the Quran inni as well as
Innani.
innani. Okay,
Okay.
this noon that comes in the middle of inna and ye, this noon is used as a shield, and it is usually used when you attached pronouns to verbs, because pronouns are isms, and when they get attached to fail, then you need a barrier in between, because ism and fail are like water and oil, they don't mix.
Isam and Fahil. Okay.
Okay, so for instance,
Mm.
if I say, if I want to say that daraba and nasara, make it nasara. Why would we go with daraba? Anyway, nasara. So nasara means,
He helped.
okay, good. And
Mhm.
if I want to say me,
Me.
so nasa, I won't say nasari. Have you ever heard nasari?
No.
Faali? No. What happens is that we do nasarani. Okay,
Okay.
we add this noon as a shield. So it's just a writing rule. It's not necessary that you remember with the fail, but with harf of nasab, what happens is that both are used with this special noon, and this special noon, it has a name, uh, noone wiqaya.
Is that for a flow?
Yes, for a flow, and as well as protecting the fail. So that's why wiqaya means a shield.
Okay.
Okay, it's used with inna, usually innani, annani, right?
Okay.
Lakinnani. So inshallah, I'll get some more rules for you, some writing rules, but because we don't use the other harf of nasab as often as we do inna and anna, so it's okay to skip those for now. Okay, so any questions till here?
No.
Okay, so inshallah we'll
Sister
see.
Askia, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa
Yes.
alaikum assalam.
What you just said is that ism and fail don't go together.
Yes, but
And
when we need to have an attached pronoun, especially the ana, right?
yeah,
Or the nahnu, the first person pronouns. This happens with the first person pronouns only. That whether they come attached to a harf of nasab or they come attached to a fail. With fail, always noon is used in the middle, like darabani. But with inna, you've got an option with harf of nasab. It sometimes comes as inni, and it sometimes comes as inna ni. So there is no difference in the meaning of both. It is just a way to write. Sometimes it's used, sometimes it's not.
Okay.
So you see these examples. You have inni ana rabbuka, right? You have inni here and innani here. Innani ana Allahu la ilaha illa. But and in the above two examples, you've got the nahnu with the elongated alif, innana, and then you've got inna. So noon is used in one and not in the other. So this is just the way for the flow as well, and it's a writing rule as well.
Yes, I understood. Jazakallah khair.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now let's do the exercise. A few words from each column. Determine if the following contains a harf of nasab fragment. Okay. Number 5. Anyone can start?
Okay, shall I do it, sister?
Sure, please.
Number 5. فَلَعَلَّكَ بَاخِعٌ نَفْسَكَ. Uh, Fa is La Allah is the half of nasab, and ta
Nice.
is the pronoun. Um, it's attached pronoun. That's it.
Yes. So
Uh,
fala'allaka, la'allaka is the
attached pronoun. So all the attached pronouns are always in nasab or jar status.
yes, exactly. Excellent. So the la'allaka is the harf of nasab fragment. Great. Okay. Number 10. Lahu waliyan.
Waliyan.
Is this a harf of nasab fragment or not?
I anyone want to try, sisters?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum
Wali.
assalam.
It is here. It is not. I mean, there is no harf of nasab here.
Exactly. Excellent. There is no harf of nasab here. Do you see any other fragment in this?
Waliyan lahu. It is a jar majroor.
Yes, excellent. Lahu is jar majroor. And remember, we said that although the harf of jar is li, but when li comes attached to the pronouns, it becomes la.
La.
So this is an example of that. Lahu.
Okay.
Okay.
Sister, sister,
Yes.
sister. Can you move to the old one, the one that was just done?
Okay. Lahu.
Yeah, and you said that determine if there are any other fragrance. Tell me in Valiyan, is this Vali is the one that makes it light? The we studied later that in fail we learned that makes the whatever comes next light. Is that Lee that?
No.
Lian,
Oh,
Valian.
no. Waliyan is a whole ism. You see, you've got the tanween at the end.
Yeah, okay.
So
So
it's,
Valian is an ism. The whole word Valian
yes,
is an ism. Okay,
yes. It is a ism. It's waliyun. It's a protecting friend or a protector.
okay, okay. So, okay,
So it's a whole
okay,
ism.
okay. Thank you.
No
Thank you.
worries.
And what is the
Okay.
name of the noon shield? You have told some
Noon
name.
wiqaya. W. Let me write it down here again. Just in English, we write it as this, and in
Fine.
Arabic, we write it as this.
Okay, sister. Jazakallah khair.
Oh, yeah. And if you know Urdu,
Yeah.
there is a resource by the name of Lisanul Quran.
Yeah.
It's completely in Urdu and it's very, very easy to understand. And
Is it
it
by
has,
Amir Khalil?
yes, by Amir Suhail, exactly,
Okay.
by Amir Suhail. So the Noon and Wiqaya part is very well
Mm.
explained in his book. If you want,
Okay.
if you can understand Urdu, because it doesn't have an English version.
Mhm.
So it gives rules how this noon e wiqaya is used with other harf of nasabs. But
Mhm.
as I said, the most common is inna, anna, right? And so it's okay if you know only that for now. Inshallah, as we go and progress, we'll have more examples. And when we come to the Quran, inshallah, these are used
Mhm.
very, very commonly.
Alhamdulillah, your way of discussion and teaching is very good. And we are
Alhamdulillah.
observing very good.
Step by
Alhamdulillah.
step. And
And we are blessed to have you as our this thing for discussions and all.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Just pray that
Alhamdulillah.
Allah keeps our
Jazakallah.
sincerity and our efforts. He accepts those,
Ah,
inshallah.
Ameen.
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 Okay, then next we have number 12.
I can do that.
Sure, please.
Yeah, an is harf of nasab, and then I think that's lan is no, lan is not. So it's just an. An
Okay,
is harf of nasab here,
Un is
and its victim came later. Its victim came later. Yakadara is its victim, and for
okay,
lan, I'm trying to remember what lan was. Lan is that never. So I think this all makes it uh, mansoob, right? I'm not remembering it. I'm not sure if I remember it right. Lan is
okay. Before, yeah,
and and it's
before you
Huruf nasibatul mudare.
what did you say?
Huruf
no,
nasibatul
what I'm
mudare.
saying, yeah, what I'm
Urnaswa.
saying
So
is,
where is so Lan's victim is not here. So this the victim of An is here, but Lan's victim, the one that it makes nasab, is not here for Lan. That word is not
okay.
here, right?
Okay,
Like this.
That's the question.
before we proceed, we'll just divide this up into three parts. There are three words in here, right? So
Yeah,
first is the an. Now,
yeah,
when we did harf of nasab, these are the harf of nasab, right? What
yeah,
are the
yeah.
harf of nasab? Can you tell me what are the harf of nasab?
Inna, anna, ka inna, bi anna, and lakinna, laita.
Okay, so you've got inna and anna. Have you got an here?
One minute. Oh, An is not here. Okay, I'm mixing it. So
Yeah,
An
no
is not
problem, no
here.
problem.
Yeah.
It's
No,
very
no, no.
easy to do.
I'm just saying. I'm just like telling myself that I
Hmm.
mixed Anna with An. This An is
Hmm.
for if. And so I'm trying to remember what this An is, and this is the one that make the fail mansoob. And this is unmasdari. I'm going forward. We don't have to talk about it. But this un is what you are showing me that it's not anna. I mixed it with
Yeah,
anna.
for
Yeah,
now, we just say that
yeah,
it's not
yeah,
anna, so it's not in harf nasab.
yeah.
And lan and yaqdira, lan is a light harf, as we did before, because yaqdira here is a fele mudare. See,
Mm-hmm.
it's starting with ya.
Yeah.
So yaktira is made light due to lan. So as it's an here, not inna or anna, so we will not consider it as an harf of nasab, and we won't make it into a harf of nasab fragment, because for a harf of nasab fragment we need inna and anna. Just remember that a harf of nasab shadda for now,
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
inna and anna have shadda, kanna has shadda, mianna has shadda, lakinna has shadda, la Allah has shadda. Only laita doesn't have, and laita is used very, very uh, in a very small number of times in the Quran. So it's just to remember as a tip or a trick for yourself, that
Mm-hmm.
usually the harf of nasab will have a shadda.
Okay, yes. Okay, so okay, and the other mixing is between. Keep your screen up for the harf of nasab.
Oh, sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Inna, inna and anna also they can be mixed. So that is that also has shadda. Okay, okay.
oh,
Yes,
You
yes,
both have shaddas. Okay.
yes. Both have shaddas. So for now, as a tip, just to remember, you can remember it as the harf of nasab usually have shaddas.
And in number 12, you said that Yakadra is from Yakadru because of Lan, it became Yakadra, right?
Yes, yes,
And,
yes.
okay, and
And it's
the effect of An is not in this fragment. In
no,
this
no,
fragment,
no,
okay,
no.
okay,
This is
okay,
part
thank you.
of a bigger ayah, and
Okay.
whatever an is doing there, because
Mm.
what we did with light and lightest huruf, we just said this harf affects the madare in this way. This harf makes the madare light. This harf makes the madare lightest. But these words, these harf that we did in the light and lightest, they are whole topics,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
right? Because they come as part of sentences, and how they affect the whole sentence then, and how do you recognize which one is this. So all of that is a whole topic. Each letter, each harf of light and lightest, they become topics in advanced grammar. We'll do them.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah. Let's
inshallah.
not get again sidetracked
Yeah.
because what
Yes.
I.
So
Okay,
yeah.
thank
So
you,
just
thank you.
remember for
Yeah,
now
thank
that
you,
the harf
thank
of
you.
nasab will have shadda,
Okay,
inshallah.
thank you, thank you.
Jaspriya, is this unlearn?
That is in lan lamma wal falli,
In,
right?
okay.
In.
Okay.
And in lam lamma wal falli, those are the lightest.
Okay.
And an lan likai hatta idan hattali, those are the light
Okay.
ones.
So what was the Arabic term for it? The lightness.
The in lam lamma wal falli, those make the jazim
Not.
madare.
Jazima.
Yeah,
Jazima.
those are
Nas-
the
Nazimatul
mudare.
Mudare.
Nasibat Khudaria.
Yeah,
No, no.
and the light huruf, they
Mhm.
are called nasibatul madare, because
Nasiba.
they
No,
give
light.
the
Okay.
fi'l madare after it a nasab.
Okay. Jazak.
Why? So for now, if you want to know the Arabic terms, it's okay. If you can't for now want to do it, it's okay too. Both ways are okay, because we are more into what they are than what they are called right now. Okay, these are the examples on page 29. You've got the examples of harf jar and harf of nasab fragments in the Quran, and how they are used and how they come. We discussed most of these harf of jar examples yesterday, so we'll just go with the harf of nasab, inshallah. So first is inna, and it's in Allah, where Allah is the victim of inna.
Victim. Inna.
In annahum, here we see an attached pronoun, it comes right after,
Home.
right?
Okay.
Exactly. Then you have ka'anna fi
Fi
udhunayhi
udunai.
waqara.
Ka'anna fi udunaini.
Waqara. So what
Waqara.
is the
Okay.
victim of ka'anna here?
Wakhra.
Wakra.
Yes, exactly. So you see that there is a long distance relationship because fi is a harf of jar, udunayhi is an idafa for construction which is in the jar form. So fi udunayhi, both words cannot be the victim of ka'anna. So we then keep on looking for an ism which is in the nasab status and which is waqra. So ka'anna waqra is the harf of nasab fragment here. Then you have ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّهُمْ.
Be
Is the victim
Anna
here?
and its victim is
Bianna and
Be Anna and whom?
home is it?
Yes, exactly. Good. Then we have Ya Wailata Laytani Lam
Light,
Attakhidh Fulanan Khalila.
lighter and lighter,
Yes, exactly.
lighter,
Laytani. And
lam,
you see, Laytani, it always comes with noon.
noon.
It'll
Okay.
never be layti.
Okay.
Why
So
is
this
that?
is,
Why is that?
it's
It,
just a rule. It's just how it is. Like
Okay.
I think with la'alla, it comes as both la'allani, la'alli, and lakinnani also comes with both. But later, when it comes with the nahnu and ana forms, it always comes with ni.
Okay.
Lakin al birra is another example
Sister
with
Askia, in the previous one, later ni is
birra.
and its victim, ni.
Yes, later and ye is the victim, which is the attached pronoun. We said that when it comes with an attached pronoun, then the victim is immediately afterwards. We won't go looking for any other ism in the nasab status.
And this is again the same thing where Nun Wiqaya is added.
Yes.
oh,
And la'allakum tashkurun. What is the harf of nasab in this one?
Lala
Lala.
lala, kum.
Yes, la'alla and kum. Alhamdulillah. So any questions in the harf of nasab till now, or we shall proceed with the pointer ism?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
good.
Alhamdulillah. So this is another chart, page 30, that we need to memorize, and because all of these are used, mostly the ism ishara that are used is hadha and hadhihi, haula'i, and dalika, tilka, and ulaika, right? But there are instances where hadani and danika and other words are also used. So as far as usual use, we should know that hada, hadihi, and haula'i, these are the most commonly used, and these are for near things, for pointing towards
Near.
things that are near you.
Okay.
And dhalika, dhanika, ulaika, tilka, tanika, ulaika, these are used for things that are farther away. So hadha is this. We use to point at things that are near, and dhalika and the rest are that, which are used for things,
For
excuse me, that are far away. Yes. And these are non-flexible isms, hadha ones, the singular ones, and the plural ones. The middle ones, hadani, they again change their forms into hadani, hadaini, hadaini, and hatani, hataini, hataini. So the dual versions of all the ism ishara, whether they be for near or for far, they are fully flexible.
okay.
Just like the Muslim chart isms that we did. But the
So the,
singular forms are non-flexible. They will remain the same, and the plural as well. They will remain the same in all statuses. The only difference is that the gender plays a role. Hada for masculine, hadihi for feminine, dhalika for masculine, tilka for feminine, ta is usually used for feminine isms. And yeah, so any questions in this? Anything you don't get?
So for clarification, like singular and plural is non-flexible, and the dual one is
Flexible.
fully flexible.
Yes.
Okay.
What singular and
Plural.
Plural versions
plural
of
or
ismul ishara of pointing words are non-flexible.
okay. The pair or
Sorry?
partially flexible. The paired ones are partially flexible. Partly flexible.
Yeah, you can say partially flexible in that they don't change from nasab and jar, but they are not called partially flexible
Okay. Okay. Sir.
because they don't there are certain rules that need to be followed for an ism to be called partially flexible, and these don't come in that.
Okay.
So for
Okay.
now, just remember that they can change their status,
Okay.
but the plural and the singular do not.
Okay. Sister.
So let's go and do the pointer fragment. So pointer fragment is very easy as it has two components. Both are ism plus ism is equal to isme ishara. Sorry, isme ishara. This is the first part would always be isme ishara, right? I'll write it here so I have more room. Isme ishara is the first part, which is mandatory. It is a condition. This is not in any way, shape, or form going to change in this fragment. Otherwise, it won't be a fragment. And for it to be a fragment, it needs to have al before the thing that is pointed to, musharun ilay. If there is no al, then we won't have musharun ilay. It will become a sentence.
Okay.
So all isme ishara, because they are isms, they have four properties as well. So you get this pointer fragment. This is the formula for a pointer fragment. Just to remember, you can write it like this, that isme ishara plus al plus musharun ilay is a pointer fragment. So if you have these three parts, then only can you have a pointer fragment. Even if one is missing, it won't be a fragment. And here
Okay.
is a rule which makes it sometimes confusing, and this did make confusion in the class. Ustad did answer this question, that the four properties of the isme ishara and the musharun ilay must match,
Okay.
but that does not make it mausuf sifa. Why?
They are noun adjectives. This is pointer and this one.
Yes, because the first ism is a pointer ism, so it can never be mausuf, as we discussed when we did mausuf sifa. So if you see a pointer and then you see an ism and both of them match in all four properties, we cannot make it mausuf sifa. It will always be pointer fragment.
Pointer. Okay.
Okay, so and the next point is that if there is no al, then it will be a sentence. So that pretty much rounds off the pointer ism. So if you know this formula, and you know that the musharon ilay will be same as isme ishara in all the four properties, then your isme ishara pointer fragment is done.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
1 minute. There's one more thing. I think you're going to explain it maybe. That in case of idafa, there is it would come later, or I don't remember. I don't know how to explain, but you're going to explain it, right?
Yes, but I don't think so that Ustad has yet
Okay.
explained this, because this
I
will
don't
come
remember.
in.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a part of like when we did an axis, when we did isme ishara, we did
Okay.
it with idafa, and with Mausuf Sifa, we mixed the fragments up. But for the intensives that we did right now, till now,
Okay.
Ustad
Okay.
just made it simple. So,
Okay.
inshallah, we'll go to the Idafa and the pointer isms with Mausuf Sifa, and we'll mix
Okay.
all of them up as we
Okay.
do this in the book that we are now starting, in the dream book. If you go
Okay.
to the dream book and find the Isme Ishara, you will see all of those details under it. So inshallah, we'll do like all the new points that we are doing along with
Okay.
revising. So inshallah, we'll come to that.
Okay. I didn't
Very
remember that he covered it or not. Okay.
No problem at all. No problem at all. Okay.
Okay.
So just for now, and this is the formula that you need to remember, inshallah. So any more questions in this? Or shall we continue with the exercise then?
Yeah, we can go exercise.
Yeah, we can go
Okay.
exercise.
Okay. Now determine if the following are sentences or fragments. So now you have to see if all of the components of the isme ishara will, of the pointer fragment will be there, then only it will be a pointer fragment. Otherwise, it will become a sentence. So
Sentence.
let's go with number 1.
Can I do it?
Sure, please.
So haza is ism ishara, and then there is al, and then there is mushara ilay. So it's a fragment because there is haza plus al and a ism.
Excellent. And what are the properties of hada?
Hada is masculine singular. Status is always rafa of pointer fragments, right? Oh, but this has b, so it has to be
Yes.
jar.
Sure.
Yes, Hada is non-flexible. It can take all three. So we need to know the context for its status.
Okay. Pronouns are always rafa, and
Yes,
this
yes.
will be always in the same form, but we have to see what it is. So b
Yes.
has
And type.
will be
What is the
jar.
type?
Type is always proper.
Yes. The type will always be proper, but the status can change, and that will depend. If there is nothing before it, then it will be, of course, Rafa, right? Like with every ism. But here we had B, so the status changed to
Jar.
jar.
So status
And the change,
number singular, gender is masculine, and type is proper.
yes, yes. Excellent.
Because of B, the Hadithi, it has been given the alpha. Jar
No,
here in
not
the C.
because of B. No.
Mhm.
The B has only one victim, remember?
Mhm.
So B's victim is Hada.
Okay.
But as we learned in the rules, that the Musharun Ilay will be
Same property.
following the Isme Ishara in all four properties. That's why it's
Mhm.
jar.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's why it's
Okay. So just like Mosuf, they are not Mosuf Sifa, but their properties
Yes,
have to match. Okay.
yes.
Okay. Yeah,
In
that's
most
a
of
very
Sifa, the noun plus adjective is there, and
Mm.
here both are Ismishara and again I mean Isam only.
So, Sister
Yeah,
Askia,
here,
sorry, I was just
no.
asking if there was no al hadifi, then it would be a sentence. Then hadifi doesn't have to
Yes,
follow
yes.
the same properties as haza
Yes, it would
because
have
it.
been. Then it would have, if this was like without the B, then it would have
Mhm.
been hada hadithun.
Hadi-
Okay,
Okay.
but I think, what about if it was B haza and no al? What would be on hadith? How would hadith end? Hadithun? Would it be B haza?
Yes,
Hadithun?
then it
Oh,
would, no, then
uh,
it would look, the only reason that the hadithi is jar, it's because it has al and it is following hada.
But what I'm
uh,
asking, if there was no al and there was B there, B haza, and then hadithun, would it be
Yes,
hadithun?
yes, then
Okay.
it wouldn't have affected hadithun if it was, if there was no al.
Hadithun is default. So it would be B haza hadithun, because hadithun is
Yes,
by default is hadithun.
rafa.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you.
uh,
no
sister,
problem.
how come that Dhammatain will be there? Hadithun, is that a Hadithan? Hadithin like that? How?
When, sorry, can you repeat?
In if there is no al means you have written as Hadithun Dhammatain, that one double accent.
Yes, we haven't done sentences yet, but when we will do like Jumla Ismiya we did, and we said that there was one part subject and then a predicate. There are two parts of the sentence, right?
Yes.
So by default, both parts, until and unless there is some reason for them to be jar or nasab, will always be in the rafa status.
Yes. Okay. I have remembered somewhere Ustad also told this. Okay.
Yes, and you see in the example 7, you've got ha ulai
Ulai,
and then no al.
yes.
And then what is the status of shufa'u?
Rafa.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So inshallah, when we'll
There
do
is
the
no
sentence.
reason for nasab or there means it will be Rafa.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
Here I have one more question. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I have one
Yes.
more
Yes.
question. Then if there was no na, then it would be shufa un. So
Yes.
what made it light? By when we have an attached pronoun, that means it will be light.
It will be mudaf ilay, na?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
mudaf.
okay, got it. Yeah, okay,
So
makes
al
sense.
no light.
Makes sense.
Al
Um,
light
um,
and no al. Sorry.
okay, okay, because it is a mudaf. Okay,
Yes.
so
Otherwise, it
okay,
would
so
have been shufa'un.
okay, so the fragments here are, that means the only fragment, since it's not a fragment, there's no al here. So the only at the same time, if we to review the fragments that we have done, we can also, if you think it is okay, we can also identify other fragments that we have done. So this is,
Sure.
as you
Sure.
pointed out, that it is idafa fragment is here. Okay.
Yes. But is it a sentence or not?
It is not a
Yeah.
it is a sentence. It is a sentence because
Yes.
there's no al. The only
Exactly.
fragment here is an idafa fragment. Okay.
Yes. Exactly. Excellent.
So
Okay. Then
in the top one, the bihad al hadithi, you said if it was a sentence, it would be hada hadithun. But even if
yeah.
hada had b before it, bihada hadithun, still it will be ending a hadithun, right?
With rules, yes, but I would have to see if such has come in the Quran, like only bihada and then nothing after it, or is it a sentence? So I don't remember the usage of such, but yes, as far as the rules go and the rules that we're doing,
Mhm.
then it would still have been a sentence, but of course, not a fragment.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to, so,
One more thing.
uh
So I'm just was thinking that the top one, that when would a come come and when would da come. So in bi hazal hadith, so with so it's a fragment with hadith translation, and if there was no al, then it would be talking about a single hadith, right? Bi haza
There is,
hadithun.
yes, there is a way to do that, and it is used in the Quran. And a certain word is then brought in between both. But
Okay,
then
let's not go there.
even,
Let's not go there. Yeah.
yes, and then
Yeah.
it won't be a fragment. Then for a fragment,
Okay.
just remember that for a fragment, the musharun ilay needs to be al,
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
because the concept is that there may be any hadith, right?
Mhm.
But when I point to some hadith, I make it specific.
So
This
it
one.
becomes proper. It becomes proper because of that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So okay. So okay. Then the question about da or a doesn't come because I'm talking
No.
about a specific hadith. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
here the
And
translation is hadith. Is that correct?
yes,
With this
with this hadith.
okay. With this.
Because we
Yeah. Okay. So remembering that it becomes proper in a fragment, it becomes proper.
Yes.
Because of al, and so you can
So
also
this
look
would
for
mean-
example here. But if there was that means if even if there is no al, and there is an like in number 7 it is pointing to an idafa. So but wouldn't it be
then it
proper
becomes a
again,
sentence.
because
Then it becomes a sentence.
Yes, then it won't be like when we there's a difference between these two. When we do a pointer fragment, we say this masjid,
Mhm.
right?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Hadal masjidu. We say this masjid.
Yes.
mm-hmm.
Now, when I say this is a masjid,
Yeah, then
I'm talking about the masjid. I'm not pointing at it.
Mhm.
Okay, 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 okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
so it's different in that sense. We had a very, very long discussion on this exact point in one of the groups. So I remember I ended up quite frustrated because the
Okay,
discussion went on for an hour or so.
okay,
But
Yeah.
okay.
the
Let's
point
go.
is that with the pointer fragment, you are pointing towards something.
Yeah, okay.
But
We are talking about something and making it proper, but
yeah,
about that's a very
Yeah,
good
like
point. That it
then
is
it is
about
be
yeah.
when
yeah,
it
it's
is
not pointing,
bihadal
it's about.
when it
Okay,
is bihadal hadithi, it is with this and the hadith, and then when it this is just a fragment, doesn't form into a sentence. But when it is a sentence, there will be no al. So hadal hadithi, this is a hadith. Just like this is
okay. Oh,
Hada
so
hadithun, yes.
yeah.
Hada hadithun.
So
hada
Then it won't be
hadith.
jar.
Yeah, hada hadithun is this is a hadith. That's what.
Yes.
okay.
That's
Yes.
Now it comes to mind. Then when you are talking about in a fragment that with this hadith, that means it is now
incomplete.
it's
Doesn't make
together,
sense.
and whatever you are going to talk about in the sentence is going to talk about this thing, this that you have
Particular,
pointed
yes.
out to. So the
Yes.
sentence will be completed, and this becomes the subject of the sentence, or
Excellent. Yes.
again
Yes.
mudaf, or I don't want to go into that, but mudaf. So it
Yes.
is now you're talking about this particular thing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Basically,
Sister,
Okay.
in
we
number
got the
7,
we can translate
Sorry.
it this way. Hadal hadithi is
in,
with
in number
this
7,
hadith.
you
And
told it is
Yes. Then you won't
idafa.
mention the with this the
yeah,
hadith. That's not
with
how
this,
we speak
yeah,
English. So it'll
with
be
this
just with
hadith.
this hadith.
And hada hadithun will be this is a hadith.
Yes.
Okay. Here in number 7, haulai shufa'auna.
Yes.
So here, as you told, it is a idafa. How come? Will you please
Shufa'una
explain?
is the idafa. Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
It is a pointer, right? Haulai.
You
It is
see,
Isme
first
Ishara.
you have the Isme Ishara, right?
Yeah.
And then you look for the al. Is there a al
Mhm.
here?
No,
No.
it's a
Okay.
sentence.
So then your one condition is not there, so it won't be a fragment.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So we will place the invisible is here and it will be a sentence.
So that means
Okay.
haula in this case is not ismul ishara. Yeah, it is pointing towards something, but
It is pointer only.
In
yeah.
It
translation, it
is,
will be
yes,
those and
it is not, it is still an isme ishara.
yes.
Oh,
It
okay. We
won't
could
But it
call it
become
is
as
ismul
not,
ishara.
something else.
Okay.
yeah.
But here
But
it
it is
won't
not
be
fragment.
pointing to a specific thing. It will be just pointing to a general idea about that thing or general information about that thing.
Uh-huh.
So this will be shufa'auna, our shufa'a, or
They
our, what do you
are,
say?
Intercession. Yeah.
these
Yeah,
are
intercessor.
our intercessors.
Our intercessor. So because it's ha'ulai, so it will be R after that instead of is.
Yes, because
So
it's plural. So you will
yeah,
adjust the wording according to
yes.
the
R.
English rules of grammar.
So it becomes a complete sentence in its own.
Then it
These
becomes,
are
yes.
our intercessors
Yes,
instead of
because
this.
this, then the whole isme ishara becomes the subject, and
Mhm.
whatever comes after here, this
Mm-hmm.
becomes the predicate.
Yeah.
So subject or
Now,
mudaf. Later we studied about mudaf also. So subject or mudaf.
yes,
Yeah. So the
and
predicate
this
is
is a
broken up
sentence.
into mudaf and mudaf.
Yes,
Shufa is mudaf and
And even the Hazihi Sabili, number 4 is also the same thing, right?
yes, number
hadihi.
4 is the same thing.
That
Excellent.
is
Yes.
Habibi.
Hadihi, you got the isme ishara, but then you don't
Mm-hmm.
have the al.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sentence. So
So
this
it becomes a sentence.
And then what is
This is my
subject here?
way.
is my
Yeah.
way.
Yes.
Hazihi is sabili, my way, and because it's sentence, you put is. So this is my.
Yes.
And as Ustad said, that the break in chain would be after hazehi.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Correct.
We won't say a break in chain. We would say that this is pointer ism without an al.
Oh no. Later,
Mm-hmm.
like when there is not a fragment, Ustad, again I'm going to the later lesson, but I think he said that it breaks because there is no fragment together, so that chain of
Yes,
connection
yes.
breaks.
Yeah, to
The
Yeah,
concept of all the
invisible.
5 is a break where you put the
yeah,
is. But the
yeah, yeah.
reason
That's what.
behind it will because he gave the 5 reasons, so we'll go with the 5 reasons. So here, because there is no fragment, so there won't be any break in the chain of fragments. So we
Yes,
what
yes,
we will
yes.
say here is that it will be a isme ishara without an al.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Let's go on. Yeah. Thank
So
you.
Okay.
the next.
Sister, I
Then
have
we
a
have
doubt
uh,
in number 2. Tilka ayatul kitabi al-hakim. Is that two mudafilai? Kitabu al-hakimi? Or
okay,
this is
I'll yeah, we
is
can do this one.
Maqsuda.
So
No.
first tell me, is this
Tilka,
a fragment or a sentence?
this is a fragment because
Fragment.
that. Oh, sorry, sentence. Sorry. And tilka is the pointer, and there is no also there's invisible is.
Exactly. So is excellent. So this is the subject, and this is just the subject. The rest is the predicate.
I okay.
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 Ayatu. What is that? Ayatu is light and no al, and al kitabi is there, and al hakimi is also there. Is this a Mausuf Shifa and also
Yeah.
Mudafilai and Mudafilai too, like that?
Yes, excellent. So you got Al-Kitabil Hakimi is the Mawsuf Sifa fragment, and the whole fragment then becomes the Mudaf ilay of Ayatu.
Ayatu. Ayatu. Okay.
So you see how fragments come together as well.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, 1 minute as a reminder. You said that with Isme Shara and Mushara Ilay, there is no long distance, right? There's no long distance.
No.
No.
Yeah, so we cannot be confused by the later als that tilka cannot
Yes,
have
yes,
a,
yes.
so we can't confuse
Yes.
ourselves that
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. We cannot confuse. The al has to be right after Isme Ishara for it to be considered a fragment.
Okay, can I do number 5?
Sure, just let
Tasfiya,
me clear.
ayatul kitabi ayatu is light because otherwise it should be ayatun, atun. That's the ending it has.
Yeah, if Al Kitab al Hakimi wouldn't have been there, then it would have been Tilka Ayatun.
Okay.
Because
It
of
is only light
Kitabi.
because it is Mudaf.
Okay.
Okay, so is it okay to tell that in number 5? Are you done? Should I move forward?
Yes, 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 please.
Okay, is it okay to identify other fragments in number
Yes,
5 also?
no
Okay,
problem. Yes,
because I'm asking because I sometimes get
no problem. No problem.
okay,
Yes, you can.
Zalika. So this is not ishara. There's no al, so it is a sentence. It's not ishara and mushara ilayhi. So
So where will I put the is?
is it 1 minute? Let me. So zalika, and there's no connection between zalika and matau. So is would come right after zalika, and this is mubtada, the
Yes.
subject, and then mata ul hayat dunya is masuf sifa, and this whole thing mata ul hayat dunya is khabar or predicate, as you said. So can I translate?
Yes, please.
Right. Okay. Zalika is a pointer for far, so it is that, right?
Yes.
That, and mata is your belongings or
Enjoyment or entertainment.
enjoyment
Yeah.
of a worldly life.
Yes.
So dunya I'm translating as worldly, and
Yes.
hayat as life, and here which one is mosuf? So mosuf sifa comes the later,
Yes.
opposite of English. Dunya is the sifa,
Yes.
and mosuf is hayat.
Yes. Excellent. Good.
So here
Now,
mata'un is mudaf and al-hayati is mudaf ilayh, that's in jar.
yes.
Hayat dunya
Yeah.
are mawsuf.
No, the whole
Yes.
fragment is mudaf ilayh, right? The whole now in this case,
Yes.
we'll say that the whole fragment hayat dunya is mudaf ilayh, and muta'u is mudaf.
Mudaf.
There is
Yes.
no mawsuf sifa in this, right? Hayat dunya is mawsuf sifa?
Yes.
We can go ahead and because when you are new, we can start by matching its 4 properties. Let's and just like Ustad said that it is best to start in an order. So I would start with the status first. So hayat, this is jar status. Al hayati is in jar status, and dunya is non-flexible, but we can assume that it can be a jar. So jar, and then I would go 1F. If it is singular, it's singular, 1. And hayat is singular, and it is female because of ta marbuta. So, and dunya, we can't tell, but I don't know, Asfia can explain why we can assume that it might, it has that alif
Ya
or
maksura.
alif maksura, so it's female
Yes.
also. And then number I did, and proper, both are proper. So they match, so they are more Sifa.
Mashallah, that's nice. But the translation, Asfiya, is that
Yes, then you will translate not this, you won't translate it as the life of this world, because that will make it idafa.
that's
So
what I
as Sister Fauzia translated it, it's the worldly life.
worldly life. That's how it should be translated.
Okay, so yeah, worldly is then becomes as Sifa. That what
Because
kind of
if
life?
it
What
was
kind of
the
life?
life, because if it was the life of this world, then it would have been hayatud dunya. They
A
won't
lot.
be al, because then this would be mudaf, right?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. There is al, so it can't be mudaf.
Exactly.
So
That's why we're saying that it's Mawsuf and Sifa, because of the al on both.
Yeah, for
So
being in
the
for
translation will be ذَلِكَ مَتَاعُ الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا will be the
This is the entertainment of the worldly life.
this is the entity. Okay.
yeah, in a lot of translations which are not for like students like us, there is confusion about with the words they use. So it
Yes.
can be translated as if they were idafa.
Yes,
So
and
that
because
can
in the Quran,
confuse us. Yeah.
exactly, and in the Quran, both have come. Hayatud dunya has come as well as al hayatud dunya. So that is how you will differentiate where to translate in what way, depending on you knowing the properties of the ism.
Hmm. Correct. This is such an important point that al hayat can't be mudaf, so it is not worldly.
Idafa.
It's not life of
Exactly.
this world.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Yes.
just
like
hayat,
our teacher.
when we have just hayatud dunya, then it will mean life of this world. Correct?
Yes. Yes. Then
Yeah,
because then hayat would be light and no al, so then you can bring off in the meaning. But
Yes.
if it both al on both of the parts, then of course it negates the very condition of it being a mudaf. So then no off will come in the translation. So this is how we need to be very careful
Yes.
with the translation after doing the Arabic.
Yes.
yeah. One more point that my teacher, Sister Rahat, used to say that whenever you see some, by default, any is heavy. So whenever you see it's light, there can be 4 reasons to be light, but majority of time it is idafa. या
Yes.
उर्दू ये से कि आपके कान खड़े हो जाने चाहिए. You should become
Bilkul, you
alert
should be alert.
that and watch if the next is jar, you got your idafa.
Hmm.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
whenever it is light, be alert. Whenever you see, and question yourself that if it's an idafa.
Will you mention the 4 reasons for the light?
For
Yes. Can
reasons,
anyone?
yes. One is when it has when it is mudaf ilay. Sorry, when it is mudaf,
Yes.
and when we just did it.
Lana.
Yeah, negating la nafiyatul jins.
Negating la. Special, it is called la
La nafiyatul legends.
nafiyatul what? Jins.
Legends.
And then yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and after the harf of nida, the one being
Yes.
called munadi, munada.
Yeah. And a fourth one is
Partly flexible.
yes, yes.
Partly flexible, yes. Munada and partly flexible, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Munada, party flexible.
La nafiyatul
Mm.
jins and
La nafiyat al-jins and
mudaf.
Mudaf.
mudaf. Okay.
So the word dunya is non-flexible, right? It's always dunya,
Yes. Yes.
but it is feminine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
The-
yes. For now, it is
because of alif,
non-flexible.
it's
But
alif.
for now, it is non-flexible. There are some other explanations, which when we'll do the advanced stuff, we'll do. But for now, because it does not clearly show the statuses, so that's why we call it non-flexible. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't have statuses, right?
Okay. Because we usually then guess the status by the position it is in. When
Yes, position it is in what by context basically,
it is.
that how it is coming, after what it is coming, and then if there is nothing before it, then it will be by default rafa. But if there is a reason before it which is affecting it to become, there is an ismajar, there's a not ismajar, sorry, harf of jar, there's a harf of nasab or any other such things that affect an ism, then it will take that effect.
Okay.
Okay, so let's proceed to the last topic for today, and inshallah, then next week, uh, Monday and Tuesday, we will have two sessions, and in those, we'll start our self revision, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So, Jumla Ismiya. Now, Jumla Ismiya, first we did Ism by itself, then we did Ism with an harf or Ism with another harf, which made the 5 fragments. And now, after the all doing all of that, the next level is sentences. And there are two basic types of sentences in Arabic which we will do, and they are number one,
Uh,
It is not hearable. It is not audible.
yes.
I
Sister,
think
can you hear us?
Sister Asfia, I think there's
I think
something
she got a
on her
call,
end.
maybe.
She
Okay.
disconnected.
Maybe she got a call, so the sound is gone.
No,
one
her mic
it's
is
Jumla
on.
Ismiya.
She's here. And so
Is her phone?
she'll realize it in just a,
Yes, hello.
yes, we couldn't
Yes.
hear you earlier.
Yes, my internet connection just dropped suddenly, so I have to change it to data. Anyways, let me just share the screen again. Okay, here we go. Yes. So, what I was writing was that these are called nominal sentences, and nominal sentences always begin with an ism. Yes, just a second. Relog in again because it crashed suddenly. Even mine got crashed. Relog into your class. I know, I know. Just give me 10 to 15 minutes. I'll do the mobile tethering thing.
Okay.
I apologize. Yeah, the Wi-Fi dropped and all my kids' classes, they were
Oh.
kicked out of their classes.
Hmm.
So, anyways, yeah. So the nominal sentences start with an ism. This is the condition for Jumla Ismiya. That's why it's called Jumla Ismiya, because it starts with an ism. Then it has two parts. One is called subject, as we say in English. In Arabic, we say mubtada, because this ism in the beginning starts off the sentence. And then
What
we
about in
have,
Urdu?
sorry,
In Urdu,
in Urdu, we'll say mubtada. I I'm not remembering the word used for a subject in Urdu actually right now.
I think this जुमले की इब्तिदा होती है.
हाँ, ibtada, exactly. There is not a like even in when I was doing Arabic in Urdu, grammar or Arabic grammar in Urdu, we just used to say mubtada there as well because of course we have ibtada in Urdu, so it is from that because it's starting. The ism is starting the sentence, so that ism is called a mubtada, and yeah. So it's still a called mubtada, and I'll try to see if I can find a word I'll put in the group. But we used to do mubtada only, and the predicate is khabar because it is giving you khabar. It is giving you news about the subject. Okay, clear till now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what happens is that we, in this exercise that we did with Ustad, we are seeing that if we've got a sentence, then just a second. Yeah, just a second, please. Okay, Assalamu alaikum. I apologize
Walaikum
again.
salam. No,
We had a crisis
no. So,
of a big proportion here. Anyways, yes. So, where were we? Let me share the screen. Okay. So what happens is that when we say that we want to see the invisible is, that is the point where mubtada and khabar are separated. So you know what the subject is and you know what the predicate is. So in a way, you can write in this sense, you can write uh, jumla ismiya ji is equal to the mubtada plus is plus predicate. So do you understand this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll do the example so this will become more clear. So for example, over here we have the first example is that if you've got an independent pronouns, they are usually followed by is. So like ana muslimun. Here you've got ana is the independent pronoun. So the invisible is will come after it. So ana will become the mubtada because it is starting off the sentence, and muslimun will become the predicate, khabar. See, and the is will be in the middle. So this whole will become a sentence. Do you get that?
Yeah. Yes, that's simple. So after Anna, we put am over here. Am.
Yes. So I am a Muslim. So we know that is, am, are,
Mm-hmm.
was, were, these are all helping verbs,
Yes.
as we did with the session in yesterday, I think, where Ustad said is and are verbs. So this caused a lot of confusion because for us these are letters, in a way huruf,
Mm.
right? We take them as huruf, but here it's is, am, are, then
Was.
do them here. Yes, and these are all helping verbs,
Mm-hmm.
and these will come in between as per the translation. So
Yes.
here the invisible is will be in after ana, but the translation is I am a Muslim.
Okay.
Yeah.
G.
Sure. Let's just go do away this so we can
So
have.
helping verbs only come in English. In Arabic, we don't
Yes,
need them.
yes, there are no words for these uh, words in Arabic. So that's why we have to uh, see where they are and put them when we translate them into English. The second is that pointer isms without an al. So as we did in the pointer ism fragment, that if there is no al, it will become a sentence. So this is why hada baitun. So you see there is no al. So the invisible is will be after hada. Hada will become the mubtada, the subject, and baitun will become the predicate, khabar, and the invisible is will become in the middle. So hada, this
This
is
a house.
a house.
Mm.
The next is harf of nasab and its ism is usually followed by an is. So here we will see that in Allah, because we found the predicate, the ism right after. So in Allah would become the mubtada, the subject, and the invisible is will come after the victim of inna.
Mm. Can I pause you for a minute here?
Sure.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. So in the previous exercise of Harf of Nasab, we saw that there was a long distance between a Harf of Nasab and its victim. So when in a case when there is a long distance between inna and its ism, can you explain the is in that case?
Then you will translate the inna and its ism together and put the is after it, no matter what is in between.
Okay. So okay, okay.
Can you
So when
repeat,
we
Shasriya, what you just said?
If, like, for example, let me just go over there so I can make it easier to understand. Like in the example we had,
That third exam, 7. Oh, sorry.
yes,
Third one.
third, oh yes, no,
Hey,
one
you're
more.
in pointer, sister.
Oh, sorry.
Page number 32.
Yes, the third one. كأن في أذنيه وقرا. Now here, كأن, when you translate it in English, what you'll do is, let me write over here. What you'll do is, this is the harf of nasab, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is the victim.
Yeah,
So what you'll do is that when you translate كأن وقرا في أذنيه.
that's how it will go. Okay. Like, indeed.
I
it's
think waqara is a
because
yes.
Because, okay.
So fi udhunayhi.
In their ears. in their ears.
Yes,
Indeed,
that will be the predicate. That will be the predicate in
yes.
the ears,
Okay.
and HON and its victim will be the subject.
So how does the translation go?
Then it will be ka'anna, like, because ka'anna means like, indeed, right? What was the
Yes.
translation of ka'anna given?
Was it because?
Like,
Was it
Let me
because?
see. Let
Ka
me
is
see.
for ka'as from just like
As if, as though.
as
As,
though.
as
Okay.
though.
No,
Okay.
as if a waqra. Waqra, I think, is a veil or a barrier.
Yes, a barrier.
Fi udhunayhi, in their ears.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Translate one more time, please.
As if a barrier. Yeah, here. Oh,
Oh,
why
that's
am I trying to translate it myself?
okay.
As though.
Given
As though.
There,
as though there is
a deafness.
There
a
is a
deafness, a barrier in his ear.
Okay, here I would stop you one more time. I want to clarify this. I know Ustad didn't mention in this thing, but just answer if you think it is appropriate. Because
Sure.
of there is, I learned that you put there is in the translation when Mubtada usually comes in the beginning, but since there is the Vakra came at the end, and it is muakhir. If you want to explain this concept, then you would put there is a deafness.
Yeah, what
Yes, but
Fauzi-
for now,
Okay.
what
Okay,
happens is
let's not
that,
go there. Let's not go
yes,
there. Okay.
for now we'll just do that as though there is a deafness. This is the ka'anna and its victim,
Mhm.
and in his ear is the predicate,
Okay. 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 Good.
right?
Yeah. Because the only thing is, if we make it as though deafness is there, it will just not sound very appropriate. It will sound like weird
No,
English.
and yeah, and fi udhunayhi is in his ear, so
Yes.
it is there in his ear.
Yes.
Which is the
It
subject?
usually comes because of the fi.
Yes.
It is
Which is the
saying that
subject here?
the subject is ka'anna waqra is the subject,
Okay.
and fi udhunayhi is the predicate.
Ready. Okay.
Yeah.
Bhutan Nasab and its victim is subject.
The subject will always be the
Okay.
subject.
Okay. Okay, Jazakallah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the third point is, we have already done the third point, alhamdulillah. The fourth point is proper followed by common.
Kutubu.
Al-kutubu saghiratun. Okay, now this is the simplest form and the most definition form of Jumla Ismiya, that the subject is here, the subject is al-kitabu. Sorry, al-kutubu, I'm sorry.
Kutubu.
This is the subject, which is 95% of the time will always be in proper. And saghiratun is the predicate. And invisible is will come in between. And even here, the rule that we've been doing since the beginning, that if it's a non-human broken plural, everything related to it will become singular feminine. So al-kutubu here is a non-human broken plural, right? Of
Yes.
kitabun.
Kitabun.
So even the khabar, the predicate is what? 1F. Saghiratun.
Okay, singular. Right.
So this is such a powerful rule that it goes on to sentences as well.
Correct.
Okay.
And this cannot be Mawsuf Sifa because they are not having the same
The
property.
same time.
One is
Exactly.
proper, one is common.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
So,
Otherwise, it would have been a
so
Mawsuf Sifa.
If it was Mawsuf Sifa, it
okay.
would be Al-Kutubu As-Saghiratu.
Yes.
Yes.
Al-Kutub. Small
So,
book.
with this rule, so that means only in the case of when a proper is followed by common, then it's a sentence. Otherwise, it's not,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, say for example, it was kotubun sagiratun. Then it's not a sentence, right?
No, it would have Mawsuf Sifa then.
Okay. Okay.
They are fragments.
Yes. And the fifth one is the breaking chain, which we were discussing. So because the ar-rajulu fit dari. So although there is, we'll see all the fragments that are possible. And when we see that no fragment is being happening, so then there is no relationship between the two words, then the break will be over there.
Oh,
So for example, here you've got ar-rajulu.
oh,
Ar-rajulu and ar-rajulu, and we have fi and we have adari. So we have three words. So first we will see ar-rajulu and how is it having any sort of relationship with fi?
Nothing.
no, nothing.
Yes, because with fi it's a harf of jar, and in the fragment the harf of jar comes before the ism, and the ism is in the jar status, so nothing of that sort is happening, so it's not a harf of jar fragment. And of course you don't have a harf of jar in any other fragment, so there is no sort of relationship between ar-rajulu and fi, so the break will be here.
Oh,
Okay.
But you've got a relationship going on here with fi affecting dar and making it
It's Jar Majroor
majroor.
fragment.
So this, the predicate here is a jar majroor fragment, harf of jar fragment, and ar-rajulu is the subject here, and jar majroor is the predicate.
predicate.
So the man is in the house.
The house.
Yes, the man, because it is ar-rajulu, so we'll have the man, Fiddari is in the house.
Yes.
Oh,
Got it.
So we'll do the examples so we'll know a little bit more. Inshallah, we'll do, I think, most of the examples one by one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we do all of them? Because I found that this was pretty hard when I was first introduced to
Sure.
this. So now I know I'm more comfortable, but I think let's spend a little bit more time on this.
Sure, inshallah. Okay. Zalika min ayatillahi. Who will do this one?
Can I do?
Sure.
Okay. So Zalika is not followed by al.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a sentence. And then there will be after ism ishara, if there is no al, then is comes over there after Zalika.
Yes. So the break is after the isme ishara.
So that is, and then min ayatillahi is from jar
Predicate. It's the subject.
yeah, predicate. So
Yeah.
so it will be from the signs of Allah. Min from? You want to
The
take
size of Allah.
Asfiya?
Can you also identify the different fragments that are there? Min ayatillahi.
So min is harf of jar, ayati is ism majroor, and ayatillahi is mudaf and mudaf ilayh fragment, because ayati is light and lafzul jalala is jar.
Exactly. Excellent. Great.
A translation?
This is from the signs of Allah.
That
Sorry, yes. That is from the signs of Allah. That.
Yes. Okay. Next. Al-haqqu min rabbikum.
I can try this.
Yes, please.
So, al-haqqu min rabbikum. Then, so al-haqqu is not related with the min rabbikum. So we can put is here, and then min rabbikum. This is min is min.
Yes. Min is. Which type of harf is min?
Min is the harf jar.
Excellent. Yes. Min is the
And
harf of
then
jar.
rabbikum, and then rabbikum is a does is majrur,
Okay.
and then rabbi is a mudaf, and kum is mudaf ilayhi. So this is another
Excellent.
fragment.
Excellent.
Can you translate it?
Yeah, so al-haq, the truth. So I'm gonna put is there. So the truth is mean is from your Lord. So the
Excellent.
truth is from your Lord.
Can we also, moving a little forward, can we also identify what kind of word is haq from the surf, what we wrote? Is it mudariya, mazi, or something else?
Al-haqqu. So this is isam, because this have al.
Yes.
This is
So
Exactly.
not
what kind of is, from surf, what kind of is?
Ism.
Isam. Al-haqqu is could be what is it, like masdar?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And which family?
Okay, haqqu. This is Allama family.
Shad family.
Oh, okay. This is
No, this isn't a Shad family. We haven't
No.
done this
this
yet.
is
Oh,
like
this is not Shad. This is not
No,
Shad family.
no. If you see, if you remove the al, with any
There is only two root letters. No.
yes,
So
ha,
it is
or
not. It's not allama. It's not allama.
no. It's not allama, because allama is basically when you write allama, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You
Oh, it is. It would be taliman. For the masdar from there is
that's what
taliman.
I'm
So
saying. It
this
would be
masdar is not there. So it's a
yes,
small
and
family.
this
It's a small
and
family. Yeah.
and this word, the shadda happens when you've got two of the same letters, with one in jazm and one having the haraka and then meme. So actually you've got four letters.
Yeah.
Haku is ha, qaf, three letters. So this cannot be
Okay.
sound.
Okay. So this is small families. Small families.
Yes.
It's okay. Good. Yeah,
And
that helps us.
we haven't done this form of the small family, because as I have said in the messages too, that if you look at the root letter of any word, be it ism or be it fail, and you've got three letters, but
Then it is
you
small.
have
Then it is small. Yeah.
no, I'm just talking about the root letters right now. So here,
Okay.
if you have alif, wow, sorry, you don't ever have alif. If you've got wow, ya, hamza in the root letters, then those root letters are advanced surf. They have their own rules and they do not sound like the normal verbs. So, inshallah, after doing advanced, after doing Nahu and all of this, we will then do the irregular advanced surf.
That
So,
gets
these
more
words
exciting.
with the two letters the same, like haq, and if you have wow, yeah, any of those letters, then they have their different rules, which we haven't done as yet.
That
Okay,
gets
so
So,
even more exciting, right, Asfiya?
so
Alhamdulillah.
what you told us today, right now with Haq, is to before trying to identify what kind of which family, we need to know the root letters. Start our
Yes,
thinking process from there.
yes. And that is why, even in the dictionaries, how you find a word in Arabic dictionary is through the root letter.
Hmm. Thank you. Yeah, with Shraddha, you think you got it. It is one of the.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, with
yes.
Shraddha, it is
It's
just you got
completely,
it.
It
yeah,
is with
and it's
Shraddha, but it
completely
doesn't
innocent.
have, yeah, like with the Shraddha, family two has three letters still. With the Shraddha,
It
that
is
is
four.
actually
It
four
is
letters.
four.
But
Four.
here it is only three,
Here
ha,
is the
kaf, and kaf.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but
so
You
this
have to open the Shadda, and you know the rule of the Shadda that if you've got two letters together, the first
1 second.
is
We couldn't
with
hear
any.
you. We couldn't hear you. We
Oh,
couldn't
sorry.
hear the last 20
Yes.
seconds or so.
So
Yeah.
if you have two letters, the same letters, any letters but the same,
Yeah.
and the first is sukun, and the second has the harakas, then you write only it once, you put the shadda and you put the haraka, whichever haraka is on the second letter,
Mhm.
on this. So this is how we write. This is what shadda is actually.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you see a shadda there, like for example here you see fala'allaka, so it is actually fala'al and then laka.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so okay. So we can assume that the first la is sakoon, and the
Yes.
second has the haraka of whatever is shown.
Yes.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of writing it lam again and again, what they do is they just write one lam, they
They
put
will
the
clip it.
shadda on it, and they take the haraka of the second lam and put on it. So you've got fala allaka.
Right.
And this will help you in words like we did in sarf, ittakhadha,
Mhm.
ittaba'a, those are iqtaraba. Everybody clear on these points?
Your voice just cut off when you were saying about ittakhada.
Oh, sorry. Yes. And the same thing happens with words that we were having. For example, let's say ittaba'a, because this is an easier word than ittakhadha.
Mhm.
Ittaba'a.
Mhm.
Now, when we said that this was ikhtaraba family, there was a lot of confusion because of the shadda, right?
Mhm.
But if there is shadda, you open it up.
Mhm.
How do you open it up? You have the first letter as jazm and the second one with the haraka.
Mhm.
So it's it, then taba, like ik taraba. But because both the extra letter and the root letter were ta, so they merged them and wrote them as ittaba.
Mhm.
But now you know that when you open that rose in a way,
Mhm.
got two letters, the first with the sakin, sukoon, the jazm, and the second with the haraka.
So ittaba'a is from ifta'ala bab,
Ta-
right?
Karaba family, family 8.
Yeah. Yes. Correct. So فَلَعَلَّكَ we have, are we analyzing that one now? No, third one.
No, now we'll do the third one. Ana aktharu minka malan.
Okay, who's going next?
Can I do that?
Sure.
Anna, after Anna, Anna is it is proper and it is
Yes.
followed by Aksaru, that is common. So after Anna, the is will come.
You are right
Anna,
that after the ana is will come, but the reason is that because ana is an independent pronoun.
yeah.
It is not common in proper here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because aksaru is an ism as well, and it comes in this shape only. So ana, because it is an independent pronoun, that's why we are breaking the chain over here after ana.
Anna is not proper, common. I mean, sorry, proper.
No,
Like I am.
Ana is proper.
when we have independent pronouns, then it is straight. We don't have to go to any other rules. It becomes very easy. Independent pronoun is mubtada.
It is proper, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Pronouns, all of them, whether
Are
independent
proper.
or attached, are proper.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Oh, we didn't do
Shala.
translation, or can we do that?
Actually, sure, but the thing is that there is something here that we haven't done yet. So
Okay.
that's why I don't want to open that
Okay.
door right
Okay.
now,
Okay.
inshallah.
What is that, sir?
Because we
Minka
haven't done
Malan.
these isms and we
Okay.
haven't done
Okay.
when
Okay.
it comes
Okay.
as a nasab.
Okay.
So these are
Okay.
whole topics, inshallah.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm?
Okay, let's
What you told?
number 4. فَلَعَلَّكَ بَاخِعٌ نَفْسَكَ.
Shall I do that?
Yes.
Fa'allaka, fa is so, la'alla is a harf of nasab, and ka is its victim. From the above rule, we can say that there is after the harf of nasab and its victim, there is an invisible list.
Excellent.
Baghiyun nafsaka. Baghiyun, don't know. Nafsaka, I think mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
Yes. No, we haven't done so. Why
No,
is
no, it cannot be because it is heavy. Bakhiyun is heavy.
No.
Nafsaka is the mudaf.
Nafsaka,
Okay.
nafsaka is
I didn't understand.
Nafsa
Okay.
plus ka.
Yes, yes. So we leave this as well because this is also an advanced structure. We haven't done so as yet. So, but the
So,
placement of the is correct.
can we just do the translations of the words that we know?
Sister, what you
Sure.
told?
nafsaka is
Aksaru and Malan.
Malan
Sorry?
is
You
Akthar,
told something like
more,
Aksaru.
and
Ana
Mal.
Aksaru minka Malan.
Yes,
I
it
am.
means that I am more than
What you told
you
about that?
in the aspect of wealth.
And
No, you told some grammatic point. I mean, you rounded up that Aksaru and Malan.
Yes, aksaru is a special kind of ism which we haven't done yet.
yeah.
It comes just like this. Aksaru, akbaru, these isms are called, these are used to
Tabdil.
compare. Comparison, for comparison. And if especially after it, if min comes, then it's a comparative ism. Other than that, it's another type of ism. So that's why I don't want to go into that. It's a whole topic. Inshallah, we'll do in advanced grammar. And the malan here is also, of course, it is a normalism, but it is coming in a way that we haven't studied yet. That also is within itself a whole topic, inshallah. So, but here the translation is that I am more than you in wealth.
More.
Yes.
Okay.
Or in slang English, I have more wealth than you. Right?
Sister Asfia, can I
Yes.
request that when you come across something like that, you said that explained a little bit that this is comparative, but so if you can just like Ustad does that, just like name it and don't explain it, just like
Okay.
Malan, just say what kind it is and then move on. That would help
Sure.
us. Yeah.
Sure.
What?
And here
What?
Aktharu is Isme Tafdeel.
Mhm.
Yeah. You don't even have to give us Arabic name, but what
Yeah,
Malan?
but
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
that's
it
fine.
is called in English, so I'll
No,
have to
you
give
said comparative. You said comparative. So I just want.
in a way, yes.
Yeah.
In one way it is
Yeah.
comparative, but Isme Tafdeel.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. And Malan, just give us the name. That what kind
Then
of,
you
so that.
have Mal, here is Hal.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I'm asking. Just like give us the
Hal
name so that
ad-
when we talk about it, we know, we
Sorry,
can
not
recall.
Hal.
Minka is
I'm
jar
sorry.
majroor, right?
Yes, it is Tamiz. I'm sorry.
Malan is Tamiz. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So when we study these, then we can recall this example.
Okay,
Thank you.
sure, inshallah. Okay, let's then proceed to the next.
فلا
Send
أنت نفسك. Can we do the translation or just leave it as it is?
فَلَعَلَّكَ بَاخِعٌ نَفْسَكَ. Sure, you can certainly do the translation.
So that you باخع نفسك yours.
This is from Surah Kahf, that you make yourself so miserable because they are not believing in you or they're not listening to you.
Yes. نفسك is yourself.
Yes.
باخع is miserable, so that you will make yourself miserable. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Then you have Antum Muslimuna.
Antum is independent pronoun
Mm-hmm.
and it is followed by ism, and the is will come in between Antum Muslimun, all of you are Muslims.
Exactly. That's
All of you are
you all are Muslims. Then you've got Wahuwal Ghafurul Wadudu.
So this one, wa, and so hua. Now after hua, we can this pronoun we can put our invisible is, and al ghafur rahimu. This
Somebody just called from Mr. Auto
Yes,
Insurance.
it is the predicate.
yeah, this is the predicate.
Yes.
So the translation will be
Ghafurul Wadudu, although they are similar in all the properties, they are still not Mawsuf Sifa.
Oh, they're not?
No, because
Oh,
they are both
yeah, they're both.
describing
the name of attributed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why they are not.
Yes. So we won't go into the detail, but they are two predicates. You've got to khabar 1 and khabar 2 here, not Mawsuf Sifa.
Yes.
Ustad did mention this, that's why I'm mentioning it,
Mhm.
that when the names of Allah come in this way, then they won't be Mawsuf Sifa.
So it is,
The
and
translation will say, and he is forgiving.
We won't put and in the sense in the translation. We'll
Okay,
just
so
say he is most forgiving
most
and,
forgiving, most
and kind or most loving. Yeah.
extremely loving.
Yes.
the most forgiving, the most loving. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so even in the translation, it doesn't sound like most of Sifa. It is two different.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay, 1 minute, sister. From where are you you are making it like most, like superlative. So
Yes.
by itself, Ghafoor means most,
Yes.
and
These
Al
are
Wadud
scales. Yes, these are scales for Isme Mubalagha, hyperbole isms they are called. They are they have an exaggerated meaning.
Okay, so Ghafoor by itself its translation is most. It doesn't need to
Yes.
be in a
No.
certain form to make it.
No.
And Vadud is by itself, it has most.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They are following the scales of mubalgha, hyperbole, or exaggeration.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem at all. Okay. We'll then do Huwallahu.
Huwa.
Yes.
Huwa is independent pronoun. So
Mm-hmm.
after that there will be a is and Allah. He is Allah.
Yes.
And
He is
Allah.
Allah. Exactly. Excellent. Okay. Then we'll do this. Inna Ya'juja wa Ma'juja mufsiduna fil ardi.
Inna, inna is isma ishara, and its victim
No,
is
it's not Isme
Ya'juju wa
Ishara.
Ma'juju.
It's not Isme Ishara. What is Inna?
Inna is certainly right. It is isma ishara, right?
No.
Inna.
What are the
Harf.
Isme Ishara?
It's harf. Harf.
Harf of nasb.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Huh?
So, yes.
Inna,
Inna is
anna,
half of
kanna.
Nasab.
Harf of nasab is followed by its
Yeah. Harf of nasab it is.
ism.
Yes.
Harf of nasab and is followed by Yajuj or Majuj. So
Yes.
that is the victim of harf of nasab. And
Yes.
after Majuju are, because it is plural, so I will put
Yes.
are. Certainly Yajuj and Majuj are mufsiduna fil ardi, misers on
Causing
this fil
corruptors.
in the earth.
Yes.
Fasad.
Exactly.
Fasad. Okay.
I
And
have a
just as a little quiz, what type of ism is mufsiduna?
it is ism file with root
Yes.
letters fa,
Yes.
sa, fa, seen, and dal,
Fasad.
and it looks like. Let me see.
Like
It is
second
from
root letter
Aslama.
has
Is it from Aslama family?
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Second root letter has Aslam.
Okay, Sister Asfi, since I wasn't too sure about that it is from Aslama family, can you help me to see that how I can be more like sure to identify that it is from Aslama family?
Sure. So then we have mufsiduna.
Mm-hmm.
So
So it
remember
will start
that, yes,
afsada
remember,
yufsidu.
if
What is the
sadan
trick?
fahuwa mufsidun.
Afsada
Uh-huh.
yufsidu ifsadan. Fahuwa
Yes.
mufsidun. So that is a simple.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
And how do we
So
do
how would you
how do
start
we,
thinking about that to figure it out? Yeah, go ahead.
because of the mu. The mu is your greatest indicator that it is from the big eight families. It cannot be from
Okay,
the small eight families.
Okay.
okay. And after that,
And then what you do is that how do we make the isme file in the beginning? We
no,
make it from the present tense.
yes,
And what we do is that afsada yufsidu. So from yufsidu, what we do is that we drop the u and put the mu.
yeah, yeah,
So what we'll do is we'll replace mu with u. So it will be yufsiduna.
yeah, yeah,
And yufsiduna is the home version.
yeah. That
What
I,
is the
yeah,
Hua
yeah,
version?
yeah,
Yufsidu.
yeah. So yeah, okay, okay. So first we just like with move we figure it out that it is first four families, and then yeah, I know the present tense. That's how I figured it out. That I knew about the from present tense you may make it. And I usually because sometimes I'm wrong, what I see first is that sakoon on the first root letter, and I just think that it is Aslama family, and a lot of time I'm wrong because sakoon comes in a lot of
Yes. Yes.
cases.
So for
So
that, for that you need to do this. So first you'll change the mu into you.
Mm, and okay, then you'll know yufsadu. Then
Yes.
make the present tense. So the first thing is that after I determine the root letters, I change into mudaria. So from yafsadu, I know that it is aslama, because if it was allama, jahada is different with the alif, and if it was allama family, then it would be yu'allimu. Then there will be shadda, and so from that I can figure it out. And
Yes.
from the three families, so what are the uh, additional, yeah, that is confusing sometimes with the Aslama family and the
What
three
you do
families,
is, yes,
because
what you
alif
do,
is not here, because the alif, yeah, that is one of the confusions I get into,
yes,
that since alif is not there very clear when it is being joined with something, then I'm left with like three root letters and don't know that alif is here, so it gets a little bit confusing.
yes, and that confusion can be removed is with,
How?
because ya has you. This is you. Do you know of any family in the Surah
Oh, okay,
that
okay,
the
okay,
Fele Mudare starts with you?
okay, okay. Got you. Thank you. Yeah, okay,
No problem.
okay.
So
That
it's
yeah,
the
that makes a
you
bit
only
okay,
comes in the big eight families.
okay,
So
okay.
even if
Got
you're
you.
left with the three letters, you know that something is gadbad here, something is missing here, and you go
Uh-huh.
and see where the mudare, which families have mudare starting with a dhamma.
Okay, so what you are telling me, that like the way that I've Ustad talks about the process, so
Yes.
the way that my brain starts thinking about the process, it needs to start with mu. Okay, it's ma
Yes,
or mu instead of uh,
exactly.
looking at, because the way that I look at the spoon first, so I need to train my mind to look at mu first. Yeah.
Yes, and then you'll have sukoon in a lot of families, so then that will become impossible to see
Yeah.
where the
Okay.
mudare is.
So with yeah, with Sukoon is not a good process to start with. Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay. So that's
always
my
start with
problem.
the
Okay.
beginning.
Yeah.
And that's why we say that in the surf families, only three things you need to memorize. That is the past tense, active past tense, the active present tense, and the masdar.
Yes.
If
The others are derivatives. Others are derivatives.
exactly, others are made from these. So if you know these three isms, then be rest assured that you can make the whole surf from them.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Sister,
Sister, this also applies for
sister,
small families also.
I'm sorry, I couldn't get the question. Please
You
you,
repeat.
told uh, uh, someone
For
was told.
small families, what we have to do?
yeah, like for ism file, I see all of the families, like all big families, ism file start with mu.
Yes.
What
So
about small
how, like
families?
you,
So then what we do is we change the mu
to you.
to you.
In small
So how
families.
we'll
No.
know that we're going to be change it to
No. No.
you, or yeah.
No, no. What? Wait.
No. No.
There
All
is
don't
a
start with mu.
process. Yes,
All.
there is a
Yeah.
process in this. Although if we do, all the families have mu, that is the first indicator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then what
Yeah.
happens is that you have to change it with the ya. Now, why I put u is because fa had a jazm and the and kalma after it had kasra.
Okay.
So even if this was, let me just erase the screen. Although this is off topic, but I'll just clarify this point and then we'll move on. For example, if it was, let's see, if it was munqalibu. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know that if we did yun kalibu, will this match any of the families? Then what we do is that there is a process. I gave notes on this. I hope that you saw them, or if you haven't as yet, search the group and I'll post them again. What we do is then if, for example, we just said mu and you, we just this you. So then we would go to all of the families, the big families, and we know that there are three groups. We group
Yes.
the all the 8 families into three groups. So
Yes.
allama,
Jahada and
allama
Aslam.
yuallimu.
Mm-hmm.
Aslama allama jahada.
Okay, then you have jahada yujahidu.
Yeah.
Then you have
Aslama, you
aslama,
aslama. You aslima.
aslama yuslimu.
Mm.
Yuslimu.
Although you are right, it was you aslimu, but because of a reason which we'll do in advanced surf, it became yuslimu.
Yeah.
So it will be yuslimu. Now, even if we do not know if it's ya or you, we match the word, the rest of the word with this. So does nqalibu match allimu? Does it match this?
No.
Okay, because there is no n sound. Then you have you jahidu. Does this match this? Even if
Yeah.
we do this, we do not know if it's ya or you. We just keep ya here. Okay.
Okay.
So then after ya, you've got the n sound and then the kalibu over here. So does it match you jahidu?
No.
Okay. Then we come to the yuslimu. Yan kalibu. Does it match yuslimu?
No.
There are 4 letters here. You see noon, qaf, lam, ba. How many letters
Yeah.
after you over here?
4 letters.
In yuslimu, how many letters after you?
3.
3 letter.
Yeah. So this
So,
doesn't match.
so that means that the simplest way is that after move, we see how many letters are there. So in a
No,
one
we
snap, a
we
lot of
just try
families
to
get
match it with
eliminated.
each family.
No, but we don't have to go. What I'm saying is that if it is Aslama family,
Okay.
then we don't. The process becomes simpler because we can in one shot we can eliminate a lot of families. And if there is an alif, then in one shot we can. There is one more family only Tasala which has alif in one, and but it has ta. So in one shot, a lot of families can get eliminated.
Yes, but because we are at the starting, we've just started to do it. So it's
Yeah.
always better to go through the families one by one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so that's why we take first we see that because of the move, we know that this is the big 8 family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So we eliminated the 6. Now we are down to 8 families. Now from these 8 families, we have 3 groups.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Yes.
then we go through these group and we try to match this. Now we do not know if it's you or ya. We do not
Yeah.
know what happens here. So then we'll match it with all of the families and we'll see that it will match the Inqalaba family. So we know that the Inqalaba family, excuse me, that the Inqalaba family has a fatha. So we will put fatha here. So it will be yanqalib. So inshallah we'll do these
Jazakallah khairan, sister.
exercises again
Jazakallah
Yeah,
in a
khairan.
Jazakallah khair. It really helped. And I have one more request of you, that your notes are very, very good, but since they, and I know that they are in the Google Drive, if you can, whenever you get a chance, if you can write, match your notes with the page number and the topic, Ustad's workbook or some book. In the book, now we are using the textbook. That way, we would know that, okay, if we are reading one so and so page number in the textbook, or this workbook, whatever you want,
Sure,
uh,
sure.
we know where to go, because otherwise there's so much information, how to organize it becomes hard.
No worries, no worries.
And sister,
Inshallah.
where will get this recording? Because some of days I'll not be able to join, but I really want to listen that. So where I'll find the recording?
I'll just put it on the group, and just bear with me because this is the first time I'm using the recording, so I don't know what happens after it.
Okay.
It will take some time for it to upload, and inshallah, then I'll put it in the group.
Okay, inshallah.
Inshallah.
God's bless.
Sister Asfia, what you're doing, and with the recording also, alhamdulillah, this will, inshallah, you're reinforcing what Ustaz is teaching. You're doing a great job. Alhamdulillah.
Allah Ta'ala, may Allah accept it, and
Ameen,
inshallah,
ameen,
make
ameen.
us make our amal as our knowledge is, because if the knowledge bypasses the amal, then that will be a very dangerous thing.
Inshallah, inshallah. But your amal, inshallah, Allah will accept
Will be
from
good,
your niyyah. With your niyyah,
Ameen,
He'll accept.
ameen, ameen, summa ameen, inshallah. Okay, so then we'll just go through quickly with the rest, and then inshallah, because the rest are quite very simple, no such words in them, except a few. So ilahu.
Oh, 1 minute. I'm slowing you down, but I think it is important. In the top one, I had a question about ya, ya. So is this inna ya, ya jujo? It is muda. This ya is the munadi. What do you call it?
No. It will be the ism of inna here, because it's coming after inna.
No, but is it munadi, like
Oh,
the same ya?
no. It's not harfe nida. No.
This is the part of name.
Okay, harfe nida.
Yeah.
Okay, it is not. Okay.
No.
So
And this is
so
yeah. This is not alif. This is hamza here.
okay, so this is the mudaria. This yajuja word is mudaria, is it?
No. This
Then
is
what is?
not mudare. This is an ism.
But ism,
Azhar,
what
this is the
form?
part
What
of the
form?
name, like the name
This is a
Yasmin.
proper name.
Oh,
Like you
oh,
don't
This
say
is
Yasmin.
yajuja.
isme
Okay.
alam. This is isme
Yeah.
zaat or isme alam. Oh, sorry.
Okay, isme alam. Okay, okay. So with ya, I got, okay, it is not that. So
No,
that
and
means
this isn't ya. This is ya.
so this is a proper noun. This is not proper noun.
This is a proper noun.
Okay, so Yajuj was a proper name of someone, right?
Yes, they are a race. They are a nation. Proper name of a nation.
Okay. Proper name of a nation. Okay, can you show me the whole ayah, because I want to identify the name. So Majuj is also a name of a nation, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That's
Because
why both
okay.
of them are in nasab, because they are isms after inna.
Okay. So I was confused. I thought that okay, first inna and then it is harf of nida. Okay. Thank you.
Sister, if nida, ya, if it is a nida, means there will be a mad, right?
Yes, it will be
Oh.
ya.
What would be? Yeah, how to distinguish it? Say it again.
Harfe nida is ya. Ya
Yeah.
alif mad zabar. This is a alif mad.
Okay, how if with Yajuj, if Ya would come, how would it be?
You see, there is nothing on the alif here.
Mm-hmm.
This is alif. When this line comes without anything above or below it, it is alif. The
Mm-hmm.
moment you add something, you add this or this or this or this becomes a hamza. It
So
isn't an alif.
Okay, so the first one is alif, because it only has like kasra or a fatha, that is alif, right?
No, this one ya in the harf nida, the fatha is on the ya, not the alif.
Yeah, but I'm just asking that alif in the beginning that you wrote alif with a kasra and
No, no,
alif
no,
with a
I'm not.
fatha.
No, that's not kasra. I said nothing below or above it.
So, but if alif comes with a kasra, like in Kalaba family, then it is not alif, it is hamza, right?
Yes.
So in Kalaba family also has hamza.
No,
It doesn't have alif.
there are two types of hamza.
Okay.
One is hamzatul wasl.
Yeah.
All the family 8, 7, and 10. The is hamzatul wasl.
Okay. Okay.
And the hamza of family 4 aslama is called hamzatul qata.
Yeah, I got the notes on it from one group, but they became too overwhelming, and I'm still.
Yes. For
Okay.
now, just remember that hamzatul wasl gets dropped when
Okay.
that word is connected to another.
That I understood. That I understood. Yeah.
And
Okay.
hamzatul qata does not get ignored, does not get dropped. That's the only difference between
Okay.
the
So
two.
Aslama has the kata. Aslama has
Yes,
the Hamzatul kata.
yes,
And
yes.
Inkalaba and all those families have Hamzatul
Wasal.
Wasal. And Ya has Hamzatul Wasal, right?
No, ya has just alif. It's not a hamza at all.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, okay. So ya, or the fatah is only on ya. It is not on
Yes,
alif. Okay.
yes.
Got you now. Got you. Thank you for
Oh,
clarifying this, because this confuses me a lot.
no problem at all.
Okay,
No
thank you.
problem at all. You're welcome. Okay, ji. So inna Juja wa Juja, this was the harf of nasab and its victim. The is will be here. Okay. Ilahukum ilahu wahid.
Who's doing it? Should I do it?
Sure.
Okay. Ilah is ism, and then kum is attached pronoun. So this is idafa, your ilah. And I think after that will be the break, right?
Sorry, another call was coming, so the voice cut. Yes,
So this is
ilahukum.
idafa fragment, ilahukum, your ilah. So there'll be a break in chain over there.
Yes.
Is,
excellent.
and then ilahun wahidun is mawsuf sifa, one god, or is
Yes.
it just the same to khabar?
No, this is one God. This is Mawsuf Sifa.
Mawsuf sifa, okay.
Yes. And the reason over here, yes, there is a break in chain as well, but the main reason is that ilahukum as a whole is a proper ism, right?
Oh,
And
As a
after
whole,
words,
as a
you are
whole.
getting proper
it's it's
common.
not. Sorry.
Ilahukum is proper, right?
Yes.
And that is being followed by a common.
Okay.
Okay.
The reason here is break in chain is in all, but
Oh,
the
this
reason here is
here is that
proper followed
ilahukum
by
is the
common.
proper ism,
Yeah.
and it is followed by ilahun wahidun, which is common.
Yes. And why is ilahukum proper?
Because of
Because
kum.
hum is attached pronoun, so it makes ilahun proper.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. Excellent. Okay. So let's move on to the next. ذلك عيسى بن مريم.
Shall I do that?
Who's doing? Okay.
Please.
Zalika is pointer that which is not followed by al, so there is a yes. That is Isa, son of Maryam. Isa ibn Maryam. Is that correct? That is Isa ibn Maryam.
Can you
This,
guys hear her?
yeah, your voice went quite low, so that's why I couldn't understand. Can you just say it again a little bit loudly, if possible?
Yes, sister. Zalika is that which is not followed by al, so there is yes, and that is Isa ibn Maryam.
Yes, exactly. Ralika is ism ishara, and after it we don't find an al, so the is will be after it. This
After it, that is
exactly.
Isa. Okay.
Ana rabbuka.
Okay, I'll just do that also.
Sure.
Ana is independent pronoun, so there is there will be a twist of subject, and the predicate will be Rabbuka.
Yes.
I am Rabbuka, your Lord. I am your Lord.
Excellent. Exactly. I am your Lord.
Your Lord.
Alhamdulillahi.
Should I go?
Yes, please.
Alhamdu is a proper ism,
Mm-hmm.
and there is no connection between Alhamdu and Lillahi. So that's
Yes,
why there will be is over there.
exactly. Alhamdulillahi. Then you have
And then
inna.
Which one is mudaf? Alhamdu is mudaf then? The hamd.
no,
No, no.
it's just a proper ism, and then there is no connection between Lillahi. So then there is a break over there to put
No,
ism.
but where is mubtada, not mudaf? I
Mubtada
mean
is
mubtada.
Alhamdu,
Okay,
all praises, and
okay,
Lillahi will be the khabar.
okay.
R
Thank you.
for Allah.
Yes. All
Sister,
praises.
is this like proper followed by common? That rule?
No, no. Because li is harf, so there is no proper and common in that. And Allah is a proper ism, so it's still proper.
Yeah.
This doesn't follow that. So this is the break in the chain which we did, the last of the reason
Rule.
from the five.
Okay.
Inna
It's just Dharma.
yeah.
Yeah. Who wants to do this? Should I do it if no one is doing?
Yes, please.
Okay. So inna is a harf of nasab, and hadihi is isme ishara with the pronoun. No, sorry, isme ishara tadkiratun. Mm, so hazihi will be ism inna.
Yes, exactly. Hadihi is mabni, right? Non-flexible.
Right.
So that's why
Right.
it's not showing the nasab, but because it is coming after inna,
Yeah.
then we
So
will say it is in the nasab status.
Okay. So hazihi is where there will be is.
Yes. So inna hadihi,
And
indeed this is
indeed this
tadkiratun,
is a
Dhikr,
reminder.
a
reminder.
reminder. Yes, a reminder.
Indeed this is a reminder.
Yes.
Okay. Tazkiratun. Tazkiratun will also be a masdar.
Yes.
This is
Sorry?
this will be the masdar for family for as Kira used
No, 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 no. The family
This
for is Karun.
Ifkarun. Okay.
Yes.
Tazkita
Let me check the dictionary.
ta'limun. No.
No, that would have been tadhkirun if it would have been that.
Maybe this is the 3-letter one.
root letters seem to be
Zakara.
za, kaf, and ra.
Dhikr.
Ra. Yeah.
Zal,
Yudakir.
kaf, ra.
Yes, tadkira. It is from the family of zakara, but it is a masdar in a sense. It is a word by itself. It isn't coming in any exact family actually.
So it is family one, that basically family one, right?
When we do not find a family for it, then yes, we can say it is from family one, because
So
the root letter is the zakara. And then we say it is just an ism that is derived from the root letters.
Okay.
okay, so it's not from the big families, it is family one. Okay.
No, yes, it is just an ism, tadkira.
Okay, because it's an ism, so that's different than the fail families.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then you
That
have the last one. Sorry.
that's fine.
Okay.
I'll do that, sister. Shall I
Yes.
do that?
Yes,
One
please.
minute. So Zakara was a masdar ism. It was like since derived from a fail, right? It's that kind of.
Masdars actually are not derived from the fail. It's the other way around. But
Okay.
we haven't done masdars
Okay.
as a
Okay.
topic yet. So inshallah, we'll do it later
Okay.
when we
Okay.
come to it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Wallahu min waraihim muhit.
Wal Wallahu. Uh, here no connection, I think, with min. So that will be an is. Wallahu min warahi. Min is half of jar and its victim is warahi. Warahi him is also mudaf and mudaf ilay.
Yes.
Muhitun. Muhitun. I don't know.
Yes, we haven't done what muhitun is, so we'll just leave it at that. So inshallah, when we do the whole sentence, we'll know what muhitun is. Okay. So for now,
Okay.
you're correct. The is after Allah because of the break of
That's the
chain.
chain.
Exactly.
But
So
we have
Allah
done a
is,
special mudaf is vara is special mudaf, right?
yes, Wara is the special mudaf.
Wara'ihim.
Beyond. Min wara'ihim, beyond them. Muhit is, and muhit is a ahata yuhitu. It is also a weird word which we haven't done yet, but this is family for isme file.
Family 4 ism file.
Yes.
Is this a name
One
of
who,
Allah? Asmaul Husna, Muhit.
yeah, one who encompasses, right? Ihata karne
Yes.
wala?
Yes.
One who encompasses.
So all of the sifati names, the names, the 99 names of Allah, they are different forms of isms derived from the families, and they are on different scales, and they come as different ways. They have their own names, they have their own rules. So inshallah, when we do advanced surf, we will do these. So for now, it's just an ism for us.
So all of them are not ism file.
No, some are ism sifa, some are ism mubalagha. There are many, and they
Okay.
have different
Okay.
different
Okay.
rules and meanings.
Okay.
Inshallah, we'll go through them. So alhamdulillah, we've done our nahu intensive uh, revision. So inshallah, next time we will start with surf, in the sense that we'll start the nasara, the past tense chart and the present tense chart, which are the only way you will ever be good at surf is if you are good in these two charts. You know, you can just identify it just by looking, right? So practice these charts till then. They are very important because these help you identify a word that we will do in the recognition workbooks, inshallah. So your homework is just to go through these two charts in such a way that you can recite them without taking a breath, inshallah.
When would we have next Monday our
Yes.
class? Okay.
Yes,
Now,
inshallah.
I just want to ask if others are interested. When you are not available the next week, would people like to have a study session? Then we can do our own practice and when you come, you can go over whatever the group wants of stuff.
Oh,
If
sure.
people want it, if people want
Okay,
it.
sister. We'll do with workbook, inshallah.
No, what I'm saying is the same thing. This like starting like one time before Sister Asfia, so that we are ready for Sister Asfia. Like the same point where Nasara, would people be interested doing our
you
own
can
study
put
session?
Fauzia, when will be the time then? What time?
The same that right after the class, when the Ustad finishes, just like Sister Asfia did it. So we start right then, and then just do the practice. Would you be interested?
We can do
I
that.
am interested, but I'm not able to do every day. But whenever I have off, I can join.
So tomorrow, then I can, Sister Asfia.
You will
Yes.
do weekend as well.
Excuse me, can we, would it be possible, since your Zoom is better, would we be able to use your Zoom tomorrow or not?
No, I have no problem with that.
But I have
Inshallah.
to be there first. Yeah, I can't come because I have my Al-Huda class tomorrow and Thursday.
So whoever can, if there are a few people interested, we can have it. So
I will be able to do Friday.
So whoever can come, and then we can start, like, it's just a practice thing, and we
Yes,
can do the
Sister
free
Fauzi,
Zoom.
that's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. After class tomorrow, I take all my classes on my mobile. So inshallah, after this class ends, and you just put in the group whoever wants to come. So even if 3 or 4 people are there, you just message me and I'll open the Zoom and I'll
So
share it with you.
even if you don't start the Zoom, because someone else shared with me, let me use their Zoom. So I'm asking, this is a question also. I can start your Zoom, right? Even
Sure,
if
I'll give you the
or a
login.
host has to start. Oh no, you don't.
She has to give you permission. Sister, they have to be open.
Sister Asfia, do you have all this recording where we can access? Because right now I'm at work, so some I concentrate and some I miss the class. So
Yes, I've recorded it today, but I don't know how long it'll take for me to upload it, because this is my first time. So I'll have to see, and then as soon as it's uploaded, I'll put it in the group, inshallah.
So have you stopped recording? I don't. Have you? We are not being recorded right now, right?
Yeah, we are being recorded.
So could you please